Bukola Oke is a medical doctor and a lecturer in the Department of Biological Sciences at Yaba College of Technology, Yabatech. She also holds a degree in public health with a strong interest in health education, disease prevention, and population based healthcare approaches. She is passionate about research and teaching, particularly in improving health outcomes through evidence based practice, community engagement, and innovation in health care delivery. Her work brings clinical medicine, public health, and education with a focus on building healthier communities and empowering the next generation of scientists and healthcare professionals.
It's so much more than the body. From what I listed here, it has it affects mental health. It affects like a family that has the cancer, the finances. It affects their confidence. It affects their relationships and everyday quality of life. So, I'm someone that works in health, right? One thing that has become very clear, like, okay, this person has cancer. It's not about it. I love this topic so much. The people, it goes beyond cancer being just a disease or an illness. It is not just that. It becomes a family experience. It can even migrate to becoming a community experience. So academically, we know that cancer, the burden of cancer is increasing world. Emotionally, what that means is more families are facing they're facing difficult conversations right now. Like, the doctor is telling them, oh, so person is having has been diagnosed of cancer, whatever kind of cancer that person has, right? And then they go ahead to have difficult conversations, right? More people facing fear and more communities are needing support. Okay, so in many communities, there is fear, there's this myth and stigma where there is misinformation that delay people from seeking help. So we're still talking about the people. So we have gotten to the point where we're now talking about the importance of awareness and support system. So many communities, there is this fear, there is this stigma, there is this like they don't have proper information, and this delay them from seeking the appropriate help they need. Some people believe that cancer is always a death sentence. That woman has cancer, that's just the end of her life. That man has cancer, that's the end. Some are afraid of what the society will say, like societal judgment. Some people, they just completely avoid screening because there's this saying that what I don't know cannot kill me. I'll be like, before I knew my status, I was doing okay, I was fine. But immediately they found out about their status, that's when they started, their weight started to decrease, they are deteriorating. So all of these things, kind of shows how important awareness and support system is. But awareness is not just educating people. Awareness is empowerment. I always say that every time. Awareness is not just education, it is empowerment. In that, from what we see clinically, and even if you detect this thing early, like early detection significantly improves treatment outcomes. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like early detection, if you know your status, what is going on, the changes in your body, and you identify that, okay, this is what is happening, you will see that there's significant improvements in treatment, and then people will survive. There's increase in survival rate. Is somebody saying something? Sorry, are we together? All right. So many people come in with late presentations. They come in with how do we put it now, they later, when it's now so bad, that's how we In fact, very healthy person and still has it. And so that is why detection methods have improved significantly. So now, today we have screening programs. Today we have advanced imaging, laboratory diagnostics, molecular and genetics testing. So it is very important that when you go for the greatest and the strongest weapon, in my opinion, for against cancer is early screening. I keep saying it, early screening, because when you detect it early, that usually means that you don't have to go through aggressive treatments, you have better survival outcomes, you have better quality of life, right? And also treatment has evolved over the years significantly. So let's go to modern cancer care uses a multi, like, now, because now we're now talking about the treatment. We've talked about the people, the science behind it, and then we want to talk about the treatment. So modern cancer care uses a multi disciplinary approach, including we have surgery. So when you go for surgery, they remove the tumors. Then we also have chemotherapy. So chemotherapy is basically, how do I put it, just targeting rapidly dividing cells. Like I said, that those cells are not following the normal instruction. So as chemotherapy just targets those cells, these ones are dividing, let us attack it. Radiotherapy, on the other hand, uses radiation to destroy cancer cells. So those are the modern cancer care that we have. Then we also have targeted therapy. That's like attacking specific molecular targets. Then there is one now that I love so much, and that is immunotherapy. That is, you are strengthening the person's immune system. Now this immune system is giving power to fight cancer on its own. So treatment today is becoming more personalized. So now we have this person, there's this thing they call person-centered treatment. So now, maybe let me not just be speaking medical jargons. Let's say if somebody comes in presenting with breast cancer, for example. Now, breast cancer, there are different morphological, there are different things that are particular to that particular patient. Now there's this way that there is a particular way they can give treatment to this person based on our presentation. Do we get me? So, and this leads us to the future of cancer care. So now, the third part of my topic is the future of cancer care. And the future of cancer care is moving towards personalization, there's precision and prevention. So, as someone who follows healthcare advancements and research trends, I have seen, and it is encouraging to see how rapidly innovation is improving outcomes. So, personalized medicine is becoming more common. I already said that treatment is now increasingly tailored to an individual patient's tumor biology. Okay, your genetic profile, what is it? How can we really help you as per an individual? Then immunotherapy. This one is transforming outcomes for cancer. So I mentioned early screening, personalized medicine, and then another thing is immunotherapy. So instead of only attacking cancer cells directly, like the way they do chemotherapy and radiotherapy, immunotherapy is different in that this one is, we are training the body's immune system to recognize cancer cells and don't just sleep on it, you fight them aggressively. And then we have artificial intelligence. That one is also improving early detection. AI can help analyze imaging and clinical data faster and sometimes even more accurately than humans. So we have screening technologies are improving globally. Early detection tools are becoming more sensitive and more accessible. And from everything that we see now, survival rates are improving, especially, let's take notes, especially when cancer is detected early. So globally, cancer is gradually shifting from something people are afraid of as a death sentence to something many people can survive or they can manage or live with, especially with early diagnosis and access to care. So in conclusion, the future of cancer care is not only built in laboratories, it is built in conversations like this one that we're having this evening, that SIO Global has provided the platform for. It is built when someone decides to go for screening early, right? So that is the future of cancer care. It's not just something that they're building in the laboratories, it is in this awareness conversation. When you decide to go for screening early, it is built when communities choose awareness over fear. Thank you, everybody. That's all.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you for the enlightening presentation, Ma. Okay, so now we will now please, if we'll before we move on to the next section, please, if you have any question, do where to drop in the chat box. Thank you. So I will move on to